Hello again. So we're in Wales today. I hope that sound isn't drowning me out because it's very noisy next to the river, or stream I should say. We've followed the stream down the hill and we found this grassy knoll, and we were going to arrive tomorrow, but we went tonight so we could camp out and get a very early start, because the creature that we're trying to find normally comes out in the early morning or very late evening. So I won't tell you what it is yet. Tom's drawing on his new Wellingtons. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to put the tent up. I've got the tent and everything. I'll do that, and then we'll try and make something to eat. Right. So just made a cup of coffee, and I'll be doing one of these next. This is a meal that you can have in a bag, and it's like it in a can. It keeps fresh, and then you just heat it up on there. That's
your one.
Oh, yeah. Tom got these out because he wrote to these people for sponsorship, and they said no, but they sent these packets to us, probably in the hope that we'd show them off. And so I don't mind showing them off, but I'm not going to be endorsing that product until they cough up some.
Completely indifferent.
No.
Until then.
You probably can't hear you unless you're on the.
Don't I?
Oh. Tom's not a big fan of camping. Well, not.
I'm all right.
What's that?
My tag thing.
He bought some boots the other day, and they lasted one day before they split down the. So he's obviously got a funny way of walking.
How do I walk?
That's pretty much it, really. So up at 6 a.m. and off to bed soon.
6 a.m.
Yep. The reason why we're camping on this one is really just to ensure that we can get up early in the morning. What time is it, Tom? I think it's not even 9 yet, so I'll be probably up at 4 a.m. unless I don't sleep. It's quite lumpy in there, so good night. So that was an interesting night. Freezing cold, lots of snoring, but then we overslept. It's certainly not dawn, so we're going to get going straight away. I'll try and find somewhere we can pack all of this and then hide it somewhere so we don't have to carry it in the day because it's very heavy. See you in a bit. So we're going to be negotiating this part of the stream down, and then further downstream there's some, it sort of goes into a bit of a gorge, and then we'll be looking for a hidey hole so I don't have to carry all this bulk for the day. Then we'll come and collect it later on. So quite tricky here because it's a little bit slippery, so I'll use that as a stick and make my way down. So we've found somewhere to put our gear for the day. It's a bit drippy on the outside, but it actually, when you get in there, I just had a look and it's quite nice and dry. So we'll reorganise our stuff so we've got all the power and essentials that we need for the day. But anything like sleeping bags and tents we'll put in here, and we'll keep it. We'll cut down on the bulk. So it's a lovely sunny day today, which makes things a lot easier. My backpack's lighter now, although it's full of batteries, which are quite heavy. So just making our way down towards the steeper part of the gorge down there. Still quite stream-like up here. Still tricky to navigate. So I just spotted a little water leaper on the rock there. I'm trying to get as close as I can. Tom's trying to film him as well. He's there's a Welsh name for it, but I can't quite remember. It's a langhig, dig or something. I can't remember what it is. Now these, Alright, well we've lost him. He's probably down there somewhere. We'll keep an eye out for him as we go. That wasn't what I came to see, by the way. It's a bigger creature than that. But these creatures are in legend described as being great beast. Well, I'll carry on talking about it in a minute. So it's quite slow going down here because you've got to go over things like this. So I won't do it now because unless Tom wants to. If I go over, Tom, can you hand me the camera afterwards? Yeah. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. Probably there. I'm sorry if you can see my backside, but right. And then down on the other side. Yeah. If you carry it, you can switch it off now. I haven't seen them yet. They could be around anyway, so we have to go slowly and keep an eye out on all the banks. Now the lamb hig, still can't remember the name. But it's a Welsh. They appear in folklore, Welsh folklore, but in folklore they're described as being a lot bigger than they actually are, or at least ones I've seen are quite small. Basically, they're like a frog with a bat's wings, and you'll probably, if you look them up on Wikipedia, you'll see all sorts of stories of them stealing sheep and eating people and stuff. But they're really just, as far as I can tell, just small little sheep. Yeah. Obviously, that wouldn't be able to eat a sheep. It would struggle probably with eating a minnow, to be honest. So it starts going into the rocky gorge from this point onwards. Might see a bit less sunlight and more rocks. It's very noisy here, so I'm holding the microphone right next to my mouth. We couldn't access this area here from the top, I can't see up, so he could still be in there, annoyingly. But and it's quite rocky here and difficult to negotiate, so we'll probably have to just go up into the woods where Tom's filming from, and then join a bit further down. You can just see him there on that ledge. See him there. Oh, where's my finger gone? There. Oh. Yep. Just having a quick break because it's tiring work doing this, and it's taken us a lot longer to get to this point than I imagined, partly because of Tom's wanting to film all these nice little shots and things, which is nice, but it also slows everything down quite a lot.
Worth it, I think.
Yeah, but I put a ban on, so we're not having any more nice shots. We're just going to try and get straight down there after this, after I've recuperated for a few minutes. I can't remember how much I was saying about the creature that we saw. In folklore, it's painted as a malevolent creature. Although whenever I've seen it, it's just been like a normal creature, no more malevolent than a frog or a bat, for that matter. Frog bat. But they are a Welsh phenomenon, or as in folklore, but I've also seen them up in Scotland as well, and apparently you get them in the Lake District, and I've heard of them in Ireland, but I've only seen them Wales and in Scotland. So anyway, our batteries are getting low, so I won't go on too much about that. We'll have a quick break and then we'll go back to work. Tom thought he saw him fly down there. He saw something, although he thought it could have been a bird. So we're going to head off. Well, we're going to check this area out in general. Try and navigate our way down there and see if we can find it. Water leaper just flew past that way, so you might be able to see a little cave there. There's a few caves down here, and this is the home of the creature which we were meant to be looking at before we got distracted by this chap. Anyway, I'll go up and see if I can get another shot of him, but if not, well, then we'll be just going on down there. I'll just stay back here and then I'll slowly... Oh, looks like he's going to go... Yeah. I'm going to give up on him now because he's distracting us and we need to carry on. Now we're entering now the area where there's some caves and things, and this is towards the creature which we came to see. Yeah. Now those caves there, in fact, a home. Well, it lives in more than those, but they're home to I call a cobbler now. But there's also, I think the Welsh, I've heard people pronounce it cobbler now. Basically, it's Welsh for goblin. I'm going to move down there, but it's cave dwelling, and we've got to be quite quiet because it's got an extremely good sense of hearing. I'll come back for the camera in a minute. I just wanted to show it off. There's another little entrance here. He's not probably around at this time, so hopefully it's just morning and night time. I'll go a little way, then we'll bring the camera down, but it's quite difficult to navigate. Tom's just asking if he can go first. Yeah. Why don't you go down and check out these little holes for any signs of anything? We'll have to find somewhere to... Oops. I'll just come back and navigate the camera down. There's a little tunnel all the way through. That's caused by the water rushing down and moulding the rock into these amazing shapes. I was just looking for any fish detritus. The cobbler now is a keen fisherman, so actually I don't know if you can hear me. It's so loud here with the water, which is a good thing because he's got extremely good hearing, and I don't imagine he's around at the moment, but we'll stay here a little while and just check it out, but then we'll head off further to find somewhere to make our base. I like this rather impressive entrance. This isn't his only home, but I know it is, well at least it was, frequented by a cobbler now. I'm not going to go right in now, but I'll just show you that the cave goes... Yeah, I should film it really, but I think we'll probably come in here tomorrow. I think we should probably make our way out of this area. They've got bad eyesight, so they're not likely to spot us if we're hiding, but making too much noise. Right, we need to find somewhere up, probably not directly above, just nearby where we can keep having an eye on the place. Tom's gimbal stopped working. It's, well, just because of the batteries. He'll go back an easier route and try and get all the nighttime stuff for us. And then we'll camp and find somewhere around to camp nearby here so we can come back early. That was more of a hike than I needed. I'm boiling hot now and I can't take this off because of the microphone. So I could... I can't make camp until Tom's gone up and got the rest of the stuff. Yeah. So he'll do that in a moment. And I have the stove so I can make a cup of tea or something while he's gone. So we'll sign off now, then we'll see you in the morning. Oh yes, and like and subscribe. And ring the bell.
There you go. So it's swatched on my bag.
Oh, it's an actual bell.
Yeah.
So these come in little... Oh, I don't want to ring it now because that sort of sound will cut through the... Ah, well that's... thank you for that. Right, so you go and get the stuff, and the recycling needs to go up. We've got some... making sure that we don't leave a mess in the woods. Oops. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Ow! Oh, it's spiky. This place is creepy at night. Stuff! Hello, stuff. Okay, let's just... Why do we put it so high up? Oh, yay. Okay, now to take all this back. All the way down to Owen again. Good.